Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome back.
Hey.
My name is Aisha, and this is
Piper.
And we are the Goddess Movement.
Peace.
So
Aisha and I were talking about it being the wintertime, and we're definitely spring, summer people. Like, we love the heat. Like, we love spring, we love summer. Putting our dresses on, our sundresses, our skirts, our prints, vibrancy, like the sun, sunbathing. Everybody who knows me knows that I will sit outside day in and day out if I can in the summer, spring, and just soak in the sun. And definitely screw in and do my grounding more in the summer than I do in the spring and the summer than I do in the winter. But in the winter time, grounding. Not that screwing in.
Just saying. It brings a lot of light out the tunnel.
It brings a lot of babies too.
Woo.
So in the wintertime, maintaining positive energy and maintaining good mental health.
Yes.
Because a lot of times there's not a lot of sun, especially us living where we do in Ohio.
Right.
There's not a lot of sun most of the time. You don't get an opportunity to get a lot of fresh air because it's so cold. We're not just standing outside or sitting outside.
Right.
You'll have some warm days where it'll be decent, where you'll want to be outside a little more, or maybe open your windows just a smidge, but we're not really outside.
Right.
So what do you do in those cases to maintain good mental health, to not be depressed? Because a lot of people get depressed in the wintertime too. Lack of vitamin D will decrease certain things in your body. I'm not going to get all into it.
You know, the scientific part of it.
Right. However, there are studies that show that the lack of vitamin D is linked to having depression and other dysfunction in the body, and an increase of inflammation. I'm going to stop there. So, what do you do in the meantime? What do you do to maintain that good energy? What do you do to maintain that positive attitude and that good spirit and, you know?
Well, me personally, especially during this time, I'll have days where I'll just put a pair of shorts on and put me a cute little half top on in the house and play me some music, and honey gets to twerk it. I don't know how to twerk that good, but I'll be trying, because y'all got a husband, okay? I got to twerk something. Okay. And sometimes I play, like, I'm a big, huge Bob Marley fan, and I love Sade, and I love, like, Jill Scott, and I love Layla Hathaway, and I love old school music. Like, if you come in my house, I actually have, like, original vinyls, which, for all you people who out there, my birthday's in May, so if you want to get me something, give me a record player that I can play my vinyls on. That'd be great.
Or help me steal her vinyls, because
don't do that. But
it's okay. I'll get them.
But, like, for me, I like to dance, and I like to laugh, and I like to be goofy, and I like to be silly. So what I usually do is, if I'm in the house, we'll play music. You know, my husband, my son, we all get together. We play some Earth, Wind and Fire. We run through the house. Sometimes we'll do a bonfire in the backyard, like a big bonfire in the backyard. And then days where I'm, like, not really feeling the dancing and stuff like that, sometimes I'll just lay on my couch and I'll put my essential oils and my steam thingy. I don't know what they call it. It's not a humidifier. What is that thing called?
It's not a diffuser?
Diffuser. I'll put my essential oils in my diffuser, and I'll lay, literally, sometimes I'll lay in the middle of my floor, or I'll lay on my couch and just have nothing but peace and quiet around me and just center myself, because it's times like this in the wintertime that you really do become depressed and you don't know why. Sometimes you don't know why you're depressed or why you feel down, but really it's because it's just dark around you. And it doesn't mean there's a dark energy. It's just there's really not a lot of light in the wintertime. So like she was saying, it messes with your hormones, it messes with all your functions and stuff like that. So it kind of gets you in a funk. And taking bubble baths, or taking a shower and just singing in the shower, or just giving praise to whomever, whatever religion, spiritual life walk you do, just giving praise and honor and being gracious and grateful for the blessings that you have. And that's
thankfulness is the big thing.
Yeah, and that's what keeps me focused and humble. Like, I have been beyond blessed in this life, beyond blessed. I can't even tell you how blessed I've been, and for me not to acknowledge that is just crazy. So those are the things that keep me from being depressed. How about you?
To touch on what you said,
I'm so sorry I was long-winded. My bad.
You good. To touch on what you said, music for me is definitely medicine. I like to dance. I'm a dancer. So I will do the very same thing. Just turn on some music and zone out. Meditation is a big thing for me. We have pink salt lamps in the home.
Yes.
I love to read, so I'll just take some time out, even if it's 15 minutes. I don't get a lot of time to read and a lot of time to do certain personal things, but I definitely try to incorporate self-care into everything that I do. Like, okay, so I'm studying. When I take my break, I do a little dance break, for a second. Get back to it. In the gym, when I'm doing cardio.
Yeah.
Because I don't like cardio, but I do it. It's a necessary, not an evil, but it's just necessary. You may not like it, but you got to do it. I know a lot of people who just don't like cardio. I'm one of those people. And so take music breaks in between sets, or, in between while I'm running, or while I'm doing my elliptical, while I'm doing the bike. I listen to my music. I do still screw in grounding during the winter. It's not as long as during the summer. I'll definitely step out and step back in with my bare feet.
I mean, that's what I do. For all of you people who caught that, that's
right.
Listen.
That's an automatic stress reducer.
That will release some tension. I'm sorry.
What?
Some tension. You screw in, you screw out.
So, definitely music, writing, dancing, taking time for meditation. My crystals are a big one. I meditate, and during the times that I also meditate, I also talk to my ancestors a lot, like my grandmother. Grandmother, she's like always been one of my biggest supporters, and just because I no longer see her physically does not mean that she's not here with me. So I definitely pay homage to her.
And this, even like, for instance, she was saying, like, giving thanks to our ancestors. We have a plant in the front that's named for, our ancestors, and we talk to them and we speak to them. Every time we're outside and we're out there, we talk to them, and mostly all the time we talk to them outside.
Speaking of outside, that's another thing. Keeping fresh plants in your home, live plants in your home.
Yes.
That's another big help.
It helps with the oxygen flow.
It does. Get that blood flowing.
So, quick thing though, how do you screw in?
So, grounding is basically a practice, screwing in, of connecting yourself with the earth. It's a way of restoring your body, so to speak, without getting too much into it, because our videos aren't that long. But so what you do is barefoot, you step into the grass, not the cement, not concrete, whatever, the actual grass, dirt, and palms up, open up. Some people do like this, some people do like this. But it's basically a way of just allowing energy to flow through you. It's a way of allowing energy to flow through you. Now, be mindful that you are stepping in bare grass. So, things like parasites, stuff like that, can also be one of the kind of side effects sometimes. So, I would recommend that if you practice grounding, if you screw in, try to eat as clean and as healthy as possible. Drink plenty of water, because you want to keep your lymphatic system fresh. Work out. That keeps the lymphatic system fresh.
So if you're the type of person who don't eat right, this ain't for you, boo.
Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburger.
Ribs. Cornbread.
Chips Ahoy.
Mac and cheese. That ain't for you, okay? Because you'll mess around and be in the hospital somewhere.
What does my nephew say? That's processed.
That's processed.
That's processed.
But I ain't going to go there with him. But anyway, well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. I hope this was helpful.
And tell us what are some things that you do to maintain in the wintertime? I know it's not just us. No, we're not alone in this, and you're not alone in this, certainly. So let us know, what are some things that you do to maintain positive energy and good vibes during this winter when it's cold and all drabby looking and nah.
And you know what? I didn't talk to Piper about this, but I'm going to ask her right now while we're recording. I was thinking that we should do a contest where someone comes up with a topic, and whoever wins that topic will actually interview you for the topic that you wanted us to come up with. I think it'll be great. So, peace. Sorry, Pipes. Love you.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at RealGoddessMovement, and we will see you next week. Peace.